For this video, I have to put my glasses on because I'm more sharper and I can see the upcoming Bitcoin top much better. In this video, we're going to speak where Bitcoin is potentially going to top and what is waiting for us in the next couple of weeks in the remaining of the cycle. Now, if you've been following my channel, you know that I'm a cycle trader and I trade based on timing cycles. So I don't care about the price. What I care is about when we are going to bottom and when we are going to top. And we can already identify a very clear bottom that happened in April 2025, this year, when Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies made an ultimate low. From there, we started a huge run to the upside. We already made about 50% profit and we're continuing to go up. We just smashed the all-time high and everybody's asking where it's going next. Honest, help us. Now, actually, for the 300 people that are watching this channel, you are in luck because you will most probably sell the top and you will buy the bottom once again in October. Now, let's come back to the chart. All right. This is what I expect from the Bitcoin for the rest of the cycle. I expect that we're going an upthrust trend to the upside. We're going to reach the top and the top will be about 140, between 140 and 160K. Now, again, I'm not speculating on the price, but everything seems to line up. If we manage to climb to roughly 150K, we're going to replicate the same success that we've seen in the previous cycles. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that it is the ultimate bottom right now. We have to take a look at the cycle indicators that we have at the bottom of the screen, and we can clearly see 3 cycle indicators. Let's speak about each one of them. The 2-week cycle indicator shows the general trend of the market, and whenever it peaks, we form a local bottom or sometimes even absolute bottom for that year. For example, last time it peaked, it was November 2024 when we reached 106K. From there, we spent half a year going up. So roughly the 2-week cycle indicator needs about 120 days to go down and roughly 120 days to go up. So about 4 months, about almost half. So slightly less than half a year, about 4 months in total. Now we're in a very similar situation because we're already going up for 105 days, which means that we only have roughly a month left of an upside, maximum 4 weeks for an upside. Okay. Now, knowing this information, we have to take a look at other cycles and see whether we find confluence, because the cycles, if the cycles align, if they show confluence like they showed in April, then we can really make a very good trading decisions. We can be in a long positions like I am for Ethereum since $1,500. Okay, look, this was also a clear buy. And if you look at my previous video, I said to everyone, hey, I'm buying Ethereum, I'm buying Bitcoin, and I'm buying other cryptocurrencies because we're at the cycle bottom, because we're simply oversold. And all the cycles were going up. They were going up. Of course, it's not that easy to hold, especially during these periods when, let's say, we reach 111K and then we fall back to 100K. And we think, hey, we might fall down even more. But then we understand we have to re-enter whenever we see a reversal in the cycle. And that's right now, right here, is a clear reversal of a 1-week cycle. 1-week cycle is sending us to the top and is saying that, hey, we need a couple of more weeks, somewhere end of July, beginning or the first part of August is where we are going to make the top. Now the cycle, the 1-week cycle can slightly be extended, can go up to maybe 20th of August, but it will then eventually will make a top and will start coming down. Now, same we can expect from the 3-day cycle. And honestly, I think that the 3-day cycle will go and will form maybe something like that, meaning that the price will not shot up quickly, but then it will reverse and it will push up together with the 1-week cycle and they will make the perfect top. And the 2-week cycle will simply continue up, will make a top, and will start trending down somewhere at the end of August, most probably September, and it will make an absolute bottom in October. Here we are going to repurchase. Here we are going to re-enter the market. If you're seeing this video and it's already October, now it's the time to buy. Well, if the cycle is showing the bottom, I mean, sometimes the cycle indicators can also pull a trick on us. Look, all these decisions that I'm making, basically I'm making based on cycle indicators, and you really don't need anything more. Now, if you want access to these indicators, you know what to do. You go to strategymaster.substack.com. This is the website where you understand how the indicators work, where you get access to the indicators yourself, and you get a full analysis made by me on how I use these indicators. Sometimes I share my trades as well. Sometimes I share my strategy, but here I even develop buy and sell signals based on these cycle indicators. So all you have to do, you have to go yourself to this website, get a free newsletter. You can just register for free and read the articles. Now, once you feel comfortable with the cycles, get the premium subscription for 42 euros, which is nothing, or $49 per month. And with the subscription, you're able to access and use the cycle indicators yourself. You don't have to watch my videos anymore. Now, back to the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to the past and I'm identifying zones where Bitcoin was overbought or oversold based on cycles. And it's very easy to do that because we just have to find zones when the 2-week cycle meet the other indicators below 20. And here is again a perfect zone. Most of people didn't buy here, but the ones who did, they again made good fortune. Now we can come back to the previous cycles as well, and we can see that whenever the 2-week cycle, the 1-week cycle, or the 3-day cycle indicator stop, that's usually the top. Look, here we peaked in the 2-week, here we peaked in 1 week. And what happened? We made a cycle top. Now the 3-day cycle indicator here peaked before, so it peaked somewhere around here. Okay, but we still pushed to the upside a little bit. And what happened in reality, the 3-day cycle indicator went down, identified a new buying zone, and then started to push up, but it fell. Basically, it didn't go up. Identifying that the market became weak. And even if we didn't sell the top, because we never sell the absolute top, I never sell the absolute top, it's impossible to know. And all indicators are lagging, but the indicators tell us, hey, it broke, it's time to sell. And you can sell somewhere, anywhere here in this candle. You have so much time. You have 6 days time actually. So you sell for 63, 62K. That's it. You fully exit the market and you wait until the 2-week cycle indicator resets again. So basically you save yourself from 42% of loss, well, potential loss. Now, I'm not even talking about shorting. If you short this market, you're in a good hands. But if you don't short, you simply wait until the bottom of the indicator. That's all you have to do. Now, how I approach this market, I'm actually entering the market right now with additional capital. I entered the market last year. If you follow my videos or you follow Strategy Master, you know that I already bought below 80K, below 70K, somewhere around in that area. Now, I'm again putting a fresh new capital into the market, but I know that the risk is high. And I know, and I'm ready to actually sell my holdings very soon in August. Because what's coming after August, it's still not fully known. It's unknown in reality, but we all know that what cycle is going to do. And they're going to go down and they're going to form another bottom. Now, I cannot speculate and I can tell you where the bottom is going to be. If you're checking now this chart, which says 115K, and you think that you will repurchase again for the same price, I cannot guarantee that. I don't know. We might as well pull something like this, where the cycle indicators, let me just redo. They form a top and they enter a consolidation phase without clear direction. And in this period of time, let me put in a different color so everybody can understand. Let's put it in orange. Now, if we enter into this consolidation phase and we also bottom in the 8 indicators, all of the 3 indicators will show the bottom. That's also a golden opportunity to enter, because it means that what comes next, it's a bigger top, it's a bigger explosion. Okay, cycles regulate the market, and we have to play with the cycles in order to actually make money in this market. Last thing for this video is the Bitcoin dominance. Everybody's talking about the altcoin market, and we want to know when the altcoin market is going to pump, and it's pumping right now. It's the same thing. You have to apply the same indicators, and you can see the 2-week cycle indicator is at the top. The 1-week cycle indicator broke, showing that the Bitcoin dominance lost its bullish trend, and the 3-day cycle is already falling. Sure, it's going to pop up a little bit, but I guarantee it's going to fall once again. And in reality, we're going to see something like this. Now, how deep it's going to go, it's very hard to say. Okay, altcoin market is not the strongest one. However, last time in November, when we broke down, we went down by 10-11%. Right now, we are just 2.6%. So just imagine how all the altcoins are going to fly when we are somewhere at about 59-58%. And I believe that this is definitely going to happen. And I believe that this is going to happen within the next 4 weeks. So next 4 weeks are the ones when I am buying altcoins. Okay, I'm investing into altcoins. Which altcoins? I stick to Ethereum, I stick to ENA, I stick to Solana, I stick to the bigger ones, okay? Because the bigger ones are actually where the biggest gains are happening. Here we can see a very similar situation, what we see with Bitcoin. ENA, apply the same cycle indicators, and I can see that in ENA, we can see exactly the same thing. The 2-week cycle just reversed to the upside, 1-week cycle is going up. I expect ENA to do something like this and to basically double or triple my current capital, my current investment. Thank you very much for watching. If you want more cycle videos, just comment, subscribe. I need more eyes on these videos so I can actually produce more content. Don't forget to subscribe for Stardew Master. And if you want to trade, check the links in the description down below. I actually have 10% deposit bonus running now with BTCC Exchange. But basically, remember, you can actually trade anywhere. You don't have to be attached to any exchange. See you in the next one.